Okay, well, I'm trying to do this live today. I just got back to the house and I'm a little late to the chart, but I don't think it's that bad of a thing to be that late today. I'll explain why. So the blue lines here are the 5-minute opening range breakout. So if you marked off the high and the low, the 9:30 a.m. to 9:35 a.m. candle. That's just looking for breakouts. Obviously, it broke out bullish, and normally I would, and it has to break out bullish with displacement. So we got displacement here, although not a whole lot, but it does exist. In which case you would have gone something like this, maybe 25, 1 to 1. It should be 1 to 2. As you can see, it's pulled back. Anyway, that's the first strategy or the first trade. I didn't like it because of these two red lines. The two red lines you see here and here. Let me hop up to the 1 hour, and if you zoom back, you'll see that they are some resting highs from Wednesday. Now there are more over here, which we didn't quite hit. So it could potentially still go in that direction. Obviously, it can still go. So there is more liquidity up there. But I'm hesitant just because of these were taken out. And we've run up so much since 7 a.m. These are the days that really kind of confuse me because it just makes me much more hesitant. There's, yes, there's a draw on liquidity, that two of the draws got taken out already. Okay. Can't really use those unless, using them as a reversal. And then there's this one here, which, okay, maybe it'll reach it. I don't know. And there's this one up here, of course, to reach even higher highs. There's a lot of them, right? So it's really tough to decide. The session highs, so London high was right here. It got taken out at 7 a.m. So there was some event, global event probably. I don't know really what caused this, but it rallied since 7 a.m. or since, the morning. So I'm just not committal to anything. So I'm just kind of hanging out. I'd like to see a reversal back down to the bottom of these levels here and look for some kind of fair value gap to go bearish, to go short. Let me see here. We are sort of inverting. Or we did invert that. So we're coming back to the top of the range. Again, I'm just not real committed to anything. 9:50 is a macro time that I pay attention to, so probably just gonna have to wait until then. Just kind of see what shapes up. Okay, see if we get a good inversion here, and this becomes displacement on this candle. Because this here, I don't know. It's just wonky because we got this wick down here, and then we had a close below. So yes, technically, I guess it's an inverted fair value gap, but it's just weird to me. It just doesn't look clean. What would be good is if we inverted it with displacement. Okay, so now I'm really interested to go short now. If we can get a pullback up into this fair value gap, right? Something like that. But this is kind of acting as support still. It's not giving us a good entry. If we would have come back up into this fair value gap, would have been a nice trade for, say, 1.5. But now we don't have any entry. It's just displacement so far. Yeah, train kind of left the building, if we're honest. You know, we didn't really have this. Just didn't give us a good entry. I mean, I guess you could say this inverted fair value gap was an entry right here. But like I said, I wasn't real committed to it because of this wick on this candle right here. Oops, get rid of that. This wick right here. And it was just a weird kind of, I don't know. That fair value gap right there is what got inverted by this candle. But this wick, and it was going into the top of the 5-minute opening range. It just didn't seem like a good idea to do that. It could have found support. So I was just waiting for it to come back into this fair value gap here, which it did not. Obviously, I made my path. So, what to do? Well, if we break the low, then we'll certainly look for shorts again. Might have to do it on a lower time frame, just because it's gonna be tough to find any entry points. It's just falling down. It's creeping down, creeping down. And now it's created so many fair value gaps, it's really hard to pick one. Let's go for a short here. Down in this PD array. Reason why is we got to close below, because I'm going short, we got to close below a previous candle. Sorry, here. Coming out of inverting this fair value gap, we get a close below a previous candle low, and we'll see if what we can get out of it. Get anything. Now is the time for it to pull back, maybe. Jeez, it's gonna run. It's gonna run down to targets, but I just not happy to be in another push up. I'll let the video run and see if it will see what it does. I think my original targets were 2R, which is down here, right there. So yeah, it may go without us, and okay, but I'll take a break even on a Friday with crazy ass news in the world. All right. Yeah, there we go. There's our 1R. So, okay, folks, I'm going to end the video there. Give you a good look at some questionable decision making. I'm sure I'd love to hear your comments on my trading this morning, on how I handled myself up in this price action. What you would have done. Obviously, it's easy to look back, but seeing it live, I think might be interesting to some folks. And how I handled this. Would you have exited at break even with the risk of it pulling back and taking a loss on a Friday? Or would you have stuck with your guns and treated this imbalance here as a really strong target, which it was my original idea. Anyway, would love to hear your comments. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you have a great weekend. I'm done for the week. And take care.